Yeah, good day and welcome to today's lesson. We're still continuing with our particle model of matter, and I'm your usual presenter. All right. So today, on the particle model of matter, we're going to look at what change of state, and we're looking at what the heating component that will change the state. All right. So by the end of the lesson, we should be able to describe what happens when a solid or liquid is heated, explain melting in terms of the particle model of matter, explain boiling in terms of the particle model of matter, and distinguish between boiling and evaporation. All right, now introduction. And what way do the particles of liquids and the particles of gases behave in a similar way? Previously, we learned that liquids and gases and gas particles are able to move what freely. Okay, very good. And then yesterday we were looking at what diffusing, and we said diffusing is the process in which the particles move from a highly concentrated area to an area with a lower concentration of those particles. And we also learned that diffusing only takes place in liquids and gases and not in solid. And concentration refers to the number of what particles in a certain area. A high concentration contains many particles and a low concentration contains what? Fewer particles. And then we said diffusing is always faster in gases than in liquids. And then we said gas particles move more quickly and at a greater speed, and therefore they will move more quickly from a higher concentration area to a lower concentration area. And we said the speed at which particles diffuse depends on the size of the particles, the state of the particles, and the temperature of the particles. Okay, so that's what we did yesterday. Now, today we're looking at what change of state. What is it about? So how does the substance change its state, or what happens to a substance to change its state from one form to another? Okay, let's get moving. When a substance is heated, it gains energy, and the temperature of the substance increases. When a solid is heated, it changes to a liquid state. When a solid changes to a liquid, we call it melting. When the particles of the solid gain energy, they overcome the stronger forces of attraction between the what? Between the particles. When the particles of the solid gain energy, they overcome the strong forces of attraction between them and then move more freely. Point 5, when a liquid is heated, it changes to the what? Gas state. When a liquid changes to a gas, we call the process what? Evaporation or boiling. The liquid, point 7, the liquid particles gain more energy. They overcome the forces of attraction and are able to move faster and further apart from one another. The amount of matter stays the same during what? A change of state. So let's take note. All right. Now let's look at the illustration of the change of state. So we have got changes of state involve energy. For a matter to change from one state to another, its particles must gain or lose energy. The following diagram shows us that to change the state of a substance, it must either be heated or cooled. So you add energy to a solid, what happens? It changes to liquid, and then consequently it changes to gas. Down, remove the energy, and then from the gas, it will change to liquid, and from solid. And then you see at the end of the day, the process is cyclical. All right. Melting and evaporation are processes that require heating. Condensation and freezing are processes that require cooling. Okay. Yes. Yeah, it's the same thing. All right. Somebody saying say it's not adding energy, it's adding heat and removing heat. Yes. Remember, we have got heat energy. So adding energy is the same thing as heat. So that is correct. So that is another way of putting it. That's good observation, but it's still the same thing. What energy are we talking about? We are talking of what? Heat energy. So when you remove that energy, when you remove the energy, what kind of energy are you removing? Heat energy. So take note. So it's also correct. But thank you for also observing. It's still, yeah, heat is still energy. Let's say that's good. All right, brother. I hope you are fine. All right. Okay. Is there somebody who is also having an observation? Okay. Yes, somebody is saying, okay, somebody saying that adding energy is adding heat and not adding energy. But heat, adding energy and heat are the same. What are we adding? Heat energy. What are we removing? Heat energy. So that's all. Okay. So it wasn't a question, it was an observation somebody was making. But we have corrected that. All right. Okay, so here we have got a lot of processes that occur in here. So from solid to liquid, there is a process. From liquid to gas, there is a process. Gas to liquid, there is a process. And liquid to solid, there is a process. Okay, all right, let's move to the next. So heating a substance can cause the substance to change state, as we have seen. When a solid is heated, it changes to a liquid state. We say the solid melts. According to the particle model of matter, the particles of a solid start to vibrate more vigorously, or if you like, strongly, when they receive energy. What kind of energy are they receiving when we are heating? Is the heat energy. These vibrations overcome the forces of attraction and the particles break away and they start to move past each other. This causes the solid to melt. So this is the particle model of matter that is explaining what happens when you heat a solid. Now, if we keep on heating the liquid, it will start to evaporate and change to the what? Gas state. The liquid particles will gain more energy, move even faster, and overcome most of the forces of attraction. The particles will move even further apart and escape to the gas state. The amount of a substance remains the same during what? A chemical change of state or during a change of state. Okay. Now, what I have this slide is basically explaining what the previous slide where I am now. All right. So that is what we're saying. So if you add heat according to what the particle model, the solids as they absorb the heat energy, then they vibrate strongly. Then this vibration they overcome helps to overcome the forces of attraction and the particles break away and they start to move past each other. And then we say this causes what? The solid to melt. All right. Now I've been talking. It's your turn. What happens when a solid is heated? Tell me. What happens when a solid is heated? What happens when a solid is heated? Yeah, it's okay. All right. Okay. So keep your answers. That is checkpoint one is A is 2 marks. What do we call the change of state from a liquid, from a solid to a liquid? Yes. Bring your answers before we move to the corrections part. Okay, I can see that. That's very good. Keep it up. Now, let me see. Those who will get total. Remember, I said this is 2, this is also 2. So just keep your answers across and then let's see. Perfect. So what happens when a substance is heated? The substance changes state. Okay, the substance melts. So as some of you are saying, what do we call the change of state from a solid to a liquid? It's called what? Melting. So you all got that correct. Now, so this is a comparison here. All right. So I want us to go to Kahoot and do more assignment again. But before we move to Kahoot, you are required to answer your questions. Yeah, because that was a good experiment. Were you having a thermometer? Natalie, were you having a thermometer? But how did you measure your degrees or your temperature? You're saying from 0 degrees to 100 degrees. How did you measure it? Okay. So let's take note of this. Oh, very good. Then you have got a very good apparatus. Now let's do this. Let's come back to this. Okay. Oh, tell me what is the process called when a substance moves from solid state to a gaseous state is called what? When a substance moves from a solid state to a gaseous state is called what? They say they give me a private answer. Send me privately. Yeah. Okay, that's good. I'm waiting for 2 or more answers. Okay, now let's go on. Then what happens when a substance moves from a gaseous state to a liquid state? What do we call that? What do we call that? Natalie, check your spelling. Okay. From a liquid state, from the gas state to a liquid state. You're sending your answers from a liquid state. Yes. So from a liquid state to the gaseous state to the liquid state is what? Condensation. It will have to condense. Then from a liquid to solid. Yes. What happens when it's okay? Freezing. All right. Very good. That's correct. Freezing or solidification. These my learners are very, very clever. That's correct. Perfectly correct. Now, what happens from a liquid to a gas? What happens? What is the process called? What is the process called? Send in your answers again. What's the process called? Yes. From liquid to gas. Let me see. Yeah, very good. You just need to check your, okay. So we can have evaporation or boiling, as some of you are saying. Okay. All right. All right. So, okay. Yes, we are playing Kahoot today. All right. So let's go on. Now, the last question before we move from here, I want somebody to use the particle model of matter and explain what happens when we apply or we add energy to a solid. What happens? Send me your answers. I repeat again, use the particle model of matter to explain what happens when energy is added to a solid. Let's continue. All right. Natalie, don't say kinetic energy. Okay, I'm getting your references. Okay, I can see the effort that you people are making. That's good. Yeah, Tessa, how does it do that? I just saw your comment. How does it do that? Okay, so let's go back. Let's go back to this slide, and then I'll see. Yeah. Okay, that's a good attempt, let's say. All of you have done well. Now look at the slide here, and then so from point B, it says when a solid is heated, it can change to a liquid state. We say the solid melts. Now, according to the particle model of matter, the particles of solids start to what? Vibrate. The particle of the solid start to vibrate vigorously when they receive energy. These vibrations overcome the forces of attraction, and the particles break away and start to move past each other. This causes the solid to melt. I hope you have got that. So try to take a snapshot of that or write it down. It will do you good. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to quickly switch. Is there a question so far before I move to the next? All right. So let's go to the exiting here. Then I'm going there. Let me share. Share here. Then I share there. Okay. We're looking at grade 8. Now let's do this. Who is promising to get total today? Send me. Who wants to get total? And are you seeing the screen? Are you seeing my screen? Okay, since you can see me, if you see the screen, you are seeing me. Okay, very good. Now, if you are ready, let's do this. And remember, the pin will be generated 60 15 09. 60. Okay, is 60 15 09. That's the pin. I can, if Lansla is here, Natalie, Han is also here, Katleho. That guy is also here. Teresa is here. Mosa is here. Who else is missing? Brother is here. Is there someone missing? Awesome is also here. All right, it's a full house today. Let's see, let's compete very well. Ali Sedi is not here. I don't know what is happening. Oh, Awesome is late, Sedi. Okay, all right. If you are ready, let's do this. 3, 2, 0, 1, then we start. The change of state from a gas to a liquid. What is it? 6, 5, 4, 3, 1. Okay, 6 got this one right. Okay, 6 got this one right. Let's go on. All right, so you all got it there, but the first to answer what says. Let's go on. Question 2. Movement of molecules from a higher concentration to low concentration is concentration gradient, vehicle, concentration, endocytosis. Perfect. That's concentration gradient, and only 2 got this one right. Okay, let's go to the next question. Mosa is on top. What moves substances down their concentration gradient? without the cell's energy. Good. Facility. Yeah, four got this one right. That's good. Let's go to the next. Tesa. A substance that cannot be decomposed into simpler substances by chemical means. Perfect. It's an element. Let's go to the next. All right. Alsam has direction of water movement across cell membranes depends on the concentration of what? The free water. Ah, okay. That's molecules. Very good. Let's go to the next. Next. Diffusing. Perfect. Yeah, that is getting top at the top. The movement of water across the plasma membrane is known as very good. Two. Got this one. Let's go to the next. It's hitting up there. Random movement of particles is called Brownian movement. No one got this one. Let's go to the next. Changing state is always a physical state, a physical change. True. Yeah, the scoreboard, as you can see, let's get going. The change of state from a liquid to a what? Solid. All right. So here is freezing and all of us got it right. Only one person answered melting and then evaporation. Let's go to the next. Okay, so here it means Han was the first person to answer, followed by the rest. I can see that the marks are very close. The movement of substances from lower to higher concentration is from lower to higher concentration. It's not from higher to lower. So check. from lower. Okay. All right, let's go to the next. 4 people got this one right. And Natalie was the first person to. The change of state from a liquid to a gas. All right, it's evaporation, and 6 got this one, and 2 chose condensation. Let's go to the next. Yes, Natalie and Cesar also went up. Han is having the flame because he answered consecutively. Matter can change from one state to another. Yes, everybody got this one. So let's continue. Yes, Natalie has got a streak, meaning she's answered some questions consecutively, correct questions for 2 or more. Let's go to question 14. A liquid can change its state. Yes, it's true. Liquid takes the shape of the containers. Okay, let's go on. Awesome is now having a flame meaning she has answered consecutively correct answers. Question 15. The change of state from a liquid to solid. From a solid to liquid rather. Perfect. All got this one right. Let's see. Now, so Han was the first person to answer this one, followed by Natalie, Teza, Awesome, and Brada. Let's go to the next. If there is a concentration gradient, substances will move from an area of dash to an area of dash. Which one? Very good. All 7 got this one right, except one who chose the other one. Now let's see. Okay, all of you answered, but the first person to answer the correct one is Han, followed by Natalie, Teza, Awesome, and Brother. Remember, the faster you answer, the more the marks you get. Okay, let's get going. Let's get going. What makes substances change their state? Energy. Perfect. Okay. So the first person to answer this one was Ntlantla. Is change of state from solid to gas. Dash is change of solid. Oh, Okay, so sublimation is the change of state from solid to a gas. Now let's see, only two people said vaporizer. So let me see what somebody is saying. Okay, now let's move on. It's still there at the top. Evaporation is a change of state from liquid to a gas. Perfect. So only one said gas to liquid. So let's see, let's go to the next. Why are you? Let's go on. Yeah, today is there is the competition is keen. Let's go on. Describe the arrangement and movement of particles in solids, liquids, and gases. Theory of relativity, kinetic theory, atomic theory. Very good. All of you got that. Let's see. Tesa got 15. Congratulations. We will go to the next and view the report. And view the report. Who finally got my luck back? Who is this person? Is that Han, Natalia, or Cesar? Oh, it's Han. Where did your luck go? Han, where did your luck go? Hmm. Okay. All right. Now let's go to the report. Let's view the report. Let's view the report. Baby patient is loading. Okay. So let's see. We were 9 players. Okay. Play it again and let some group improve their score if new players can beat this. Yeah, do you want us to play again? The same thing to see somebody, some people. Let me just check again. So we had, this is our report. You can check. So we had 9 participants. Then it's ranked like that. First, number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, up until number 9. So correct answers, we have 85%, 75, 75, 75, 66, 50, 45, 33. And somebody, unanswered question, we have got 4 people who didn't answer 4 questions. I mean, 2 people who didn't answer 4 questions and who didn't answer 2. And there is somebody who didn't answer 18 questions. All right. So if you want us to play again so that you can improve, it's not a problem. But I just need to check the time. We have 5 minutes. left. We can play again. Should we play again? We'll play again. Okay. Should we play again? Let me know so that I will. Okay, we should play again. Let me see. Just a minute. Let me move back a bit. And then we'll play it again. It's loading up. It's loading up. Loading up. It's loading up. It's loading up. It's loading up. Okay, let me do this. Let me do this. Let me do this. All right, we can use 5 minutes to do this, or 4 minutes. Okay, so we're playing again. Yeah. So let's go on. The code will come again, or pin. You can join now. Yeah, the pin has changed. It's 49. It's 49 14 2. 49 14 2. I hope we are not locked out. So those of you who didn't do well, you must try to beat the other ones. The faster you answer, then the more marks you get. I've got 6 now. Yes, we are doing the same. Okay, let's start. I'm starting. Let's go. Let's go. Changes. Change state is always physical, so let's go on. True. So let's go on. All right. All of you got this one right. Let's go on. Let's be fast before we are kicked out. Yeah, let's go. Next. Okay, concentration gradient. Let's be fast. Let's be fast. The change of state from a solid to liquid. All right. Yeah, the competition is there. Let's go. Let's get moving. Okay. 4 people got this one right. Let's move on. The time is up. Okay, let's go to the next. Next, evaporation is a change of state from. All right, let's go on. Let's go to the next. Let's move to the next. All right. Okay, let's be fast. 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 What makes substance change their state? That's good. Let's go to the next. Let's go to the next. Very good. Very good. Let's go to the next. Movement of substance. Okay, let's go. A change of state from a liquid to a gas. All of you got that right. Let's go. A substance that cannot be decomposed into simpler substances by chemical means. The element that's correct. 2 people got this one wrong. Let's go. The random movement of particles is called. All right, perfect. Let's go. 3 more. Matter can change from one state to another. Yo. Next. Next. 2 more. Dash is change of state from a solid to a gas. Let's go in. Let's get going. All right. Let's go. 19. Change of state from a liquid to a solid. Reason that's correct. Let's go. Last one. We have spent additional 4 minutes. Okay, very good. Let's see who became first. There is an improvement in the marks. Somebody got so tired. Oh, that's well. Okay, well done, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day. And this one who got total, the runner, first runner and second runner up, congratulations. See you tomorrow. And bye.